Welcome back to the Weekly Yap. The first thing we're just gonna get straight into, the Warriors obviously lost in the playoffs to the Minnesota Timberwolves, which pisses me off because I'm a Warriors fan. First off, congratulations to the Timberwolves. They did beat the Warriors, and I have no issue with that. Like they won fair and square. They didn't play dirty like the fucking Rockets. They did their thing out there, and that's fine. The one issue I have with this is people glazing Anthony Edwards. Don't get me wrong. I like Anthony Edwards. I think he's cool. I think he's a good basketball player. He's obviously a star. He's. I think he's gonna get better. He's gonna. You were saying he's gonna be the face of the NBA, right? Right. I hate this narrative that they're pushing. Like, oh, he's like dethroning the old stars. Like, let's be for real. LeBron and KD are like at the end of their career. They are not at their peak no more. And then this the one that pisses me off the most. Like people be saying, "Oh, Anthony Edwards beat Stephen Curry." Stephen Curry played one game where he played for 13 minutes and dropped 13 points, and his team went on to win that one game. Anthony Edwards did not beat Stephen Curry. He beat the Warriors, but he did not beat Stephen Curry. If Stephen Curry played that whole series and he did not get injured, I think the Warriors would have won, which I'm not complaining about. I'm not saying like, oh, fuck the wall, like blah blah blah, all that, right? Like injuries are part of the game, obviously, right? Like many teams have won championships because of injuries. The Warriors have probably, well, they have won some because of injuries, which that's fine, right? But I hate when they say, oh, and beat Stephen Curry. He did not beat Stephen Curry. He beat the Warriors. He did not beat Stephen Curry. I think most of the people that are doing this are rage baiting because they know it gets the Warriors fans like myself pissed off. But this shit needs to stop. Like this is not. We're not pushing this shit. Okay. Yes, he beat the Warriors. Yes, he beat Jimmy Butler. Yes, he beat Draymond. He did not beat Steph. If Steph was in there, it'd be a completely different series. I think Warriors in 5 or 6. It wouldn't even be close in my opinion. So people gotta be stop. They gotta stop saying this shit. This shit's pissing me off. I'm gonna move on from this shit quickly because it's making my fucking blood pressure rise, dude. But just know that whenever I see this shit about Anthony Edwards beating Stephen Curry, it pisses me the fuck off. So I just had to talk about it here. I also recently finished with school, at least for this semester. I'm done. I took all my finals, and I just have to submit a few more essays, and I'm basically done. I don't gotta go in person no more, so I count it as done. I'm basically free for this summer. I'm gonna try to go crazy this summer. By go crazy, I mean just basically fucking play a bunch of sports. I'm probably just gonna play basketball. Probably gonna go on runs. I'm gonna hopefully try and go to the gym. Maybe we'll see. It's I always say this shit. It's easy to talk the talk, but it's harder to walk the walk. And I notice I talk the talk a lot, so I wanna walk the walk more. But that's beside the point. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I had a class I was uh in danger kind of failing. In my opinion, not my fault. I had a midterm, my first midterm for that class. We're using like fucking lockdown browser, which in my opinion, no point in it. Like, yes, you can't do shit on your computer, but you could just get a second device. Like, there's really no point in lockdown browser. Like, it's so easy to still cheat on it, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, if you have your camera on, but like this one, we didn't have to have our camera on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have shit on. You just have it so like you can't, uh, I guess tab out. I took it on my laptop for the first midterm, right? And I wasn't even cheating. I was just doing it normally, but I was using obviously the trackpad to scroll down on one of the questions, and I tapped out using the trackpad. And at the time I did this, I did not even know how I did this. I knew it was a feature, but I didn't know how to trigger this feature. And the first time I did it, it gave me a warning, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I got super nervous, and I was trying to uh avoid doing that, but I don't know how I did it. So I was like, I just had to continue doing it because I don't know what I did specifically. I did it again. It closed my test. Thankfully it submitted the ones I had already, And so I got like a 32 out of 65. Like I got like 50% on the first midterm, which is like an F, right? Uh, but it was because of an accident. Because I was doing that shit. I wasn't even trying to like cheat. It literally just happened on an accident. Bro, I emailed my professor telling him this shit. He was low key being an asshole. He did not. He did not want to do anything for me, basically, bro. Which, in my opinion, was fucked up. Because like, yes, it may look like I was trying to like cheat or something, but in my opinion, it's super easy to cheat. Like, there's no reason to tab out. Like, you could literally just have a second device, like I said, which is super easy because you could just do it off your phone. Like, there's no reason for me to do that. And yeah, dude, like it's just like it makes no sense to me because I found out later it's you have to touch the touchpad with three fingers. So and obviously you scroll with two, so a third finger must have just slid touch the touchpad. It happens. It was an accident, but he didn't want to do anything for me. Also, bullshit because, dude, what the fuck is the point of lockdown browser? Like, they disable the Windows key because they don't want you to cheat. So why the fuck do they not disable this feature as well? Like, and they obviously give you a warning at first too. So like, dude, I feel like if they can disable the Windows key, they can disable that feature as well. And I feel like it's just trying to get you to fucking to mess up and cheat or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to like catch you basically, which in my opinion is wrong. Like you just shouldn't even be able. You shouldn't be able to like to do that. They should just block that. But either way, I emailed him. I emailed him, dude. He did not respond to me. I pull up to his class, well, because we have class on Zoom. I go to the class on Zoom, dude. He has my email open on the fucking like when he's sharing his screen. Well, not like my email, like not he's not showing my email, but like I can see in one of the tabs he has my email open. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. He fucking obviously read it, but just chose not to respond to me. So I had to fucking wait till the end of class to talk to him. But then some other guy was stalling, fucking asking him about some fucking side project he's doing. I had to wait like an extra 15 minutes. I was like, Jesus Christ, guy, like, you can't do this another time. But I finally got to talk to him. I was basically just saying, like, oh, I told him what happened. And I was just asking, like, for an opportunity to finish the questions I missed. Because the questions I missed were worth the most points. I only got, like, to the first questions, which, like, were multiple choice, and they were worth less. And so I was telling him, like, oh, come on, bro. You got, like, just let me do these, right? Like, just let me do them. Like, I'll even do them for half credit, because half credit will probably put me like at a C or a B, which is fine. But like, I don't want a fucking F, right? So I was just like, come on, just let me do it for half credit. Like, you can, whatever, right? And then he was saying like, oh, it's like, because this happened like probably like 5 days after the exam, and he was like, oh, like it's been 5 days. You could have had time to like talk to your classmates and like learn what was on the questions. And I was like, first off, I don't talk to anybody. I didn't say this, but like in my head, I was like, I don't talk to anybody in this class. Like, I did not do that shit. But second off, I was like, dude, you can change the questions. Like, you can make new questions. That's fine. And then he was like, oh, I don't think it'll be very fair because if I change the questions, it might be harder or easier compared to what your classmates had. And I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can give me a harder question. I just want to try. I just want the opportunity to try it. But he didn't want to give it to me. He was saying it was unfair if he makes an exception for me, blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker, I missed a final. Like, 2 semesters ago. I completely missed a final where the teacher let me make it up, full credit, no questions asked. Well, I just told him what happened, he let me make it up. Go, professor. They should be understanding. Like, this dude was not understanding. Bruh, he started going on this tangent, like this story about how the world is unfair, and he started telling me like his own experience, like he lost funding for a project because someone fucked up, and like it wasn't his fault, but he still lost it. So like the world's unfair. But to me, it just sounded like he was trying to take his anger out on me. Cause like, dude, if the world's unfair, like help make it more fair. Help make it a better place. Help someone out. But he didn't want to do that. He just like, oh, I got done dirty, so I'm gonna do this person dirty, which was fucked up in my opinion. But I was like, you know what? I'll still try to, see this class through because I don't want to just drop it. And I could have dropped it, but I was like, I don't want to drop it and then take it next semester because then it's gonna slow down my path, like for college. And so I was just like, I'll just stick it through. I'll see how I do on the second exam, and based on that, I'll drop it or not drop it. Dude, I take the second exam. I do well on it, by the way, but I don't know that at the time because when you submit it, it grades the multiple choice questions instantly. And so I did like pretty decently on the multiple choice, but obviously the short answer um, are worth the most points. I also took it on my PC this time, so the shit didn't happen again. But I took it and I was like, all right, I need him to grade it before the drop deadline to see, uh, if I should stick this class out or not. Dude, this motherfucker takes like 2 weeks to grade the shit. I think the drop deadline was on a Friday. He literally grades the exams the fucking weekend after the drop deadline. I was like, this fucking asshole. So I stuck it through. I got a B on the second midterm, which was good enough. It was like whatever. Um, so that was fine. I was like, oh, you know what, this is doable. And I was doing all the homeworks. And I was getting an A on all the homeworks. And I did the math. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, for the final, I need a C to pass. Actually, no. I think I needed a D or a C to pass, right? I think it was a D. And because there was a curve, so I think my first midterm, I scored a 50%, but I think because of a curve, I actually got a D. And so for the last final, I need a D to pass. Obviously, well, not obviously for you guys. I took it yesterday for me, and I think I did well on it. Multiple choice, I got just based off the multiple choice, I got a 50%. He still needs to grade my short answer, but I just need an extra 10%, like 10 points. I need like 10 points, and I get a D, and I pass the class with a C, which is kind of fucked up because I should be having a higher grade. This is gonna fuck up my GPA. I have like a 3.9 GPA, so this is gonna actually fuck me over. But I don't give a fuck anymore. I just want to pass a class. This guy's being a fucking asshole in my opinion. I don't like this teacher, but I just want to get through the class. Like I just want to get through this. And I think I did. I think I made it. So you know what? Fuck this teacher. Dude was being an asshole. Other teachers let me get away with other shit. He was just fucking being a fucking dick. But you know what? I did it. I'm gonna fucking drop out, rate my professor review after this shit, and fucking give him a 1 out of 5. That shit. Or if I can give him a 0 out of 5, I'm gonna give him a 0 out of 5. That shit was awful, in my opinion. But yeah, that shit had me stressed as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like an hour before the fucking final, I kept fucking getting up to piss and shit. And the Warriors were playing. That was the day the Warriors fucking lost too. I couldn't watch the end of the game because I had to my final. Because my final was like at night. And I was like, fuck, dude. I hope the Warriors fucking win. Bro, I get out my final. I felt pretty good. Like, oh, I think I did good on my final. I get out. I see that they lost. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Was it really worth it? Like, should I have fucking, like, if I failed, would they have won? But either way, shit happens. We got through it. I think from now on, when I take exams online, I'm gonna just take it on my PC. I think that's basically the lesson I learned. Um, and yeah, also just when you guys take a class, look at the rate my professor. That's really important in my opinion because the teachers are actually, they're important, bro. Like if they have a fucking dog shit rating, it's gonna be a tough time. I think the last thing I'm gonna talk about is it's gonna be a quick topic too. I think it's like my voice, because dude, I watched back my streams, not the whole stream, obviously, just like little parts. I watched back some of my streams and also the weekly yaps I post. I have an issue. I don't, this is probably everyone probably has this issue, but I don't like how my voice sounds, dude. I feel like it sounds so monotone and like it just doesn't sound like it doesn't sound normal. It doesn't sound good in my opinion. Like, well, I guess it sounds normal, but like when I watch, obviously, like when you watch other creators, they obviously like they play their character and their voice up with more energy. I think if I do that, it'll probably sound like how I want it to sound, how I expect it to sound. But I think I just speak very monotonely, and I think that's partly my fault because I record these videos at night, so like I can't talk too loudly because I'm gonna wake people up, and it's also like nighttime. I don't have like as much energy when I record these videos, so that's probably on me. I should probably record these earlier, which I'm gonna be able to now because I'm on summer break. So maybe the videos, you'll see an improvement on the quality, hopefully, and just overall, like, yeah, just the fucking quality, like me giving more energy. Hopefully, the fucking production quality also goes up. I'm gonna try to look into how to make the quality of like the video itself look better and also my audio. But yeah. Also, sorry, last thing. Raph wanted me to do the weekly yap, I think with PJ and Vince. That's gonna be kind of hard. So, and I also talked to PJ about it, and PJ said it would be a horrible idea to have them both on at the same time because they would just like have a convo between themselves. So I think I'm gonna do them separately. I'm gonna do them separately and just probably do PJ first and then Vince, or Vince and then PJ. I don't give a fuck about the order, but I think those two are the the next two. So we'll just see who goes next, and then I'll probably ask them both to nominate someone, like I said, like two different people. So it's easier for me to just like, if one person can't do it, I can go to this other person, and I can like try to get these like I guess higher quality weekly apps up sooner, so I have like more options. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably try to do that. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys this week. Um, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying life and, you know, getting through whatever the fuck you have to get through, whether that's work, school, whatever the fuck you have to do. I hope you guys succeed in life and just pop off, basically, is what I'm saying. That's gonna be the end of this week's weekly app. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you guys next week.